You are listening to the Everything Goes podcast. To the Everything Goes podcast.
And we're back. My name is Gus. This is the Everything Goes podcast. I'm here with Heidi.
The one and only.
Of course.
Miss Heidi Ponce.
It's been a crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Put the applause or something. Use your... What is this called?
My mixer.
Use your mixer.
There. You got it. Anyways, so it's been a couple weeks since I last recorded because I'm usually doing 2 a month now. Mm-hmm. Basically. Because lately I've been just busy as hell and it's hard just to do it as a one-man team. So this week we're gonna talk a little bit about what we've been doing.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. So last time I recorded was right before Thanksgiving, and I'll tell you, man, our Thanksgiving was great. We've done a lot of things. We've gone to the movies. We've done this. We've done that. So it's been good the last couple weeks.
We're living the life.
We're now in what, December? Early December?
December the 5th today.
And I hope you guys ate a lot of turkey because we're moving on to
more turkey.
Do we eat turkey for Christmas?
We do. Well, pan con pollo or whatever.
Oh, tamales, drinking, the 24th. So we're looking forward to that. Another 3 weeks or so. But yeah, so we've done a lot since we last recorded. And you know what? We have all these shows that I listen to on the radio that has to do with Christmas stuff. First of all, let me just say this. When I'm riding in my car, all I listen to is Christmas songs.
103.5.
For real. It just makes me feel good. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. What is it about like Christmas music?
It puts you in a good mood.
It does. And I told my son that. He told me, Dad, next time I know that you're mad, I'm going to put Christmas songs. He told me that. And I go, hey, it might work.
It's the month of what? Reflection, giving, forgiving.
Yeah, all that. I mean, I love this.
Peace, make amends.
I love this month since I was a kid. But because of that, I really wanted to ask this question to everybody because I actually heard it on the radio where it said the people were calling into the radio station and they were asking, the host was asking, what at the time it was, what has your mom told you that came out to be false? So that's what I was asking. You know what? Let's make that broader. Let's ask this question. What have adults told us when we were kids that were actually false? Mm-hmm. So, and I thought about this. I was like, God damn, then I must have a lot of stuff to say because my mom told me a lot of bad stuff, man. Bad stuff. But before we get to that, I just want to say we did do a lot of stuff throughout the year. I mean, the month of November, which was the last 2 weeks. During Thanksgiving week. It was a long 4-day weekend. We did end up going to watch the last 4 days of November, which is it's not the last 4 days of November, but just the last week of Thanksgiving and all that shit. We do a lot. We get together with family, friends, and we end up going to the movies. And the last couple of times that we've gone to the movies, and I said that I wanted to actually talk about this. Spoiler alert, like my son tells me. We went to go watch Ghostbusters Afterlife. You remember?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Now, God, that movie's great. I just remember watching those movies when I was a kid, and for me, they're great. They're really good movies. 1 and 2. The third one, not so much, but this one was good. Spoiler alert, guys. I'm telling you guys right now that I could still hear the damn train.
And helicopter.
God damn.
It's the CIA.
It's the fucking Men in Black. I did see a fucking documentary on that shit. I did. I saw a fucking documentary on that shit. That shit was great, man. I want to do a fucking episode on that shit, man. And I will one day. I don't know with who. If you guys are interested, let me know. Men in Black. This shit's real. Now, I will bring that back up again. Just quick review on movies you should be able to watch throughout Christmas time. Starting with if you have a family and if you like Ghostbusters and all that shit. Well, Ghostbusters Afterlife is the movie to watch because I really feel that they caught the essence of what Ghostbusting was about.
Yes, the essential.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, again, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a fun movie. I think, it was, and I'll be honest with you, man. Heidi, I want to be honest with all of you guys. I'm a Marvel fan person, and the last 2 Marvel movies that I saw, which were Venom Carnage.
Venom. But prior to Venom, we saw the other one.
No, then we went to go watch Eternals. So it was Venom first, and then the Eternals.
No, the Asian one.
Oh,
the
Shang-Chi or whatever, Yang Shang-Chi or whatever.
Yeah, I can't really pronounce it.
Well, now that movie was pretty good.
That one was awesome.
So, I mean, that movie's been out there for a bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of you guys have watched it already since it's been, since the summer?
Yeah, Venom is good too.
I beg to differ on that one.
Venom, you didn't like it?
You know what? There's a lot of action. It wasn't, God, I don't know. The first Venom and the second Venom, I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm a big comic book geek, and then I grew up with Spider-Man comic books. And there's something about the Venom movie and the Venom Carnage, Let It Be Carnage, that it's a Marvel movie / but it's part of Sony, and Sony still has a lot of that.
DC.
No, Sony.
Sony.
It has the rights to certain comic book characters from Marvel. So they kind of get together and they do the movie. But I think this movie in particular, like the Venom movie and I forget the other one. And yeah, well, let's start with the Venom. To me, they're not that great because Marvel they don't have their whole hands in them.
They're restricted, you feel?
Yeah, they're restricted.
The writers?
Very restricted. So they use more of their stuff because they want to keep more of the money. Unlike Spider-Man belongs to Sony also. And what do? They let Marvel handle him. And guess what? His movies are great. And I just can't wait to watch the third Marvel, Far Away From Home or something like that. And
Spider-Man?
What's the multi-universe and all that shit? I don't know what it's called, but the third one. And it looks pretty good. My kid and I are just very excited to see that movie. But before that, I mean, just the Ghostbusters movie is great. That shit was great. I mean, I really want to probably we're going to just talk about it later on and go in full detail. Just because it's only been a week since the movie's been out. But you know what? That movie is great. Go watch it with your family. If you're a fucking Ghostbuster fan, go do it, man. It's fun. It'll bring back good memories. It's not like, I don't want to bash the third one because it's the girl version of it. Because, I mean, if you watch it, I mean, they're fun and whatever, but it wasn't as great. This one was good. It brought back like the nostalgia of it with new characters, a new storyline. But it was great. I thought it was really
very good.
Okay.
And the little girl was the main character.
Oh, see, that's the big thing.
She played an outstanding job.
Yeah, the characters, you would think that the main characters, because they're like big actors now in their own right. But this girl, I think, like stole the show, I think. Believe it or not, yeah. I really do. So I just don't want to say more stuff because it's only been a week. Hopefully, maybe late December, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about a review and movies that we've done this year, which I think would be great. And, yeah. Well, let's go back to what we were saying when we first started.
What about Eternals? You're not going to touch on Eternals?
Oh, God, the Eternals.
I was so excited to see that one. And then it wasn't what I expected.
You know what? I know they're a big part of the Marvel universe because it has to do a lot with space and all that shit. And I think most people that go watch this movie are gonna want that same funny, action-packed Marvel movies like they usually are. They're good. I felt this one was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like your usual Marvel movie packed with action and fun. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It had like this mellow kind of tone, and I don't know. I just don't want to go into it yet. I want to give people a chance for them to go watch it. I'm telling you, I want to actually talk about it maybe in a week or so, where we could talk about all these movies we've watched throughout the year.
The only thing I do want to disclose regarding the Eternals, because this is from a parent perspective, I had no idea that there was going to be a scene of 2 men kissing. So if you guys are not aware, now you are aware. And whether you're pro or not pro, just be aware there's a scene in there and you might have to give some explaining to your children about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember in the closed caption or previews any disclosure about that. Like, be aware there might be some.
And well, remember that's why they're PG-13. I don't know what this was. Was it a PG-13 movie?
The Eternals?
Yeah, or PG.
I didn't pay attention, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I didn't pay attention, but there is some Marvel movies that are rated R. You get me? Or they're PG-13. I want to say they are. Maybe the. God, I don't know, because I know some of the Netflix, like the Punisher, they're rated R, and some of the Netflix stuff that are Marvel, but I'm not sure. I wasn't aware of what was going on, but I just don't really want to talk about that just because it kind of bothers me. I was so bothered. I'm telling you, this is why I'm so disappointed with the Eternals. Kind of like bothered with everything. Well, let's just leave it there because let's go into our conversation that we were having earlier, where I told you guys what have your parents or adults in general told you when you were a kid that came out to be false. Let me give you an example. A big one is because I was listening to a radio show about Santa Claus. Your parents tell you, oh, be good, la la la. Why? Because Santa Claus is watching. He knows when you are good and he knows when you are naughty and all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your parents ever told you that. Did your mom?
My mom never did.
My dad never told me that, but I learned that from school. So somebody in school told me that, and I believed them.
Oh,
and yet, what happened?
That's so cute.
I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't have so I guess I was on the naughty list for a long time. God damn it. I'm still on that list. Anyways, but I mean, so you get the thing. No, please don't do it. Don't do it.
What?
You're yawning.
Sorry, it's a thing.
How do you do that? How do you just come into the show and start yawning? You do it
I
all
yawn
the time.
all day long.
Oh my God, come on. People that are, I don't want to get into it. I don't get it.
You sound very frustrating, my love.
No, no. When I saw you doing that, I was like, why? Why you always do it?
You know, I think you have a venom inside of you.
Maybe. Carnage.
Or actually, you're the Hulk.
We saw that movie too, the first one. I thought it was actually pretty good. I thought it was better than Eternals. I guarantee you that.
All right, going back to the main question. So, what else do you remember?
Well, I want to ask you one.
Yeah.
You told me the one that I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, when you asked me during breakfast, there was two what is it called? Two
examples.
Two examples.
Well, hold on. Before you say that, it's because the thing is that, when you guys are kids, or when we were kids, a lot of the times is that we pretty much, whatever your parents say, you go with.
Yeah.
You believe it.
Especially us. We can't question them or else we're going to get smacked.
Right. Well, see, that's the difference. Hispanic parents is just a little bit different.
Yeah. You don't dare question your elders.
Oh, exactly. And I wouldn't dare question my pops. My pops, whatever he said, that was it. I wouldn't even question it. Like, put it this way, I just avoided a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. But the difference is that I had a mom. And some of the things my mom told me, now that I'm adult, that I'm going to just talk about a little bit about that stuff, to me is just so horrible.
Your mom's just a special person, Gus.
But you know what? She's not the only one. I had adults that told me stuff like this.
Yeah.
There's adults that really believe, or I don't know, maybe it's their belief, or they're just white lies or whatever lies. You get me?
I don't know.
Do we lie to our kids?
I try not to.
You try not to? Or, I mean, I tell my youngest there's Santa Claus still Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And what I tell to my oldest, let it be. Do not tell your brother nothing.
Okay,
let
that's
it be.
a white lie then.
Okay, you see, but there's a lot of parents that do that though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parents that do that. Now, my mom took it to the extreme. Some parents take it to the extreme. Some adults take it to the extreme. That's where we're at now.
Okay.
Now, that, I just wanted to leave that right there. All right. Tell me your story. What did your mom tell you?
Okay, so the first two examples that I vividly remember when you asked me that question on the spot was one, when I was little, I caught my mom smoking a cigarette. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, you're not supposed to be smoking. At school, there's this program called DARE. I was in elementary. And the officer says, no drugs, no smoking. It's bad for you. You shouldn't be doing that. So my mom told me, oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm just smoking because I need to smoke in order to go poo. I can't go poo, so I need to smoke. And then I was like, what? I think I was like 7 years old.
She has to go number 2.
She had to go, make a bowel movement. So that's why she light up the cigarette.
I told you about this because I've heard that before.
I've never heard that.
I've heard that before. It relaxes you. It relaxes you.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Yeah, I caught my mom smoking a couple times.
What do you think people after having a good rough, you know what, workout in bed, you see them like smoking because they want to relax. I think that's where it comes from. I think it's a state of mind. I don't know what it is, but I've heard of that before.
Know. Do you smoke?
I smoke weed.
No. As soon as we're done having sex, do you smoke? I've never seen you doing that.
I'm gonna start.
Usually we go to the bathroom and pee, because that's normal.
I have to go clean myself. I would like to sleep like that, but then the beds, the stuff will smell like sex.
Yeah, no, we don't like that. We usually get cleaned up.
Anyways,
well, we go pee, get cleaned up, and
you do that.
Carry on.
You do that. I smell like baby oil.
Oh, shut up. Baby oil in my ass.
You know what? But it's funny that you say that about your mom, because our parents tell us like
my mom's a trip.
No. But I'm just saying that it's a trip that our parents tell us that because we do it to this day.
My mom
ourselves.
in her young life, she was a party animal.
Well, that's the thing. Do as I say, don't do as I whatever. I don't even know what the word.
No, my mom wanted me to live life. She wasn't okay with.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the lie she said.
Oh.
Do as I say, don't do what I do.
Uh-huh.
Do you get the lie?
Got it.
As parents, we do it too. That's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, so that was one situation.
I'm gonna tell you why though, because our kids don't think that we smoke, we drink. Obviously, my kids know that I drink, but they don't know I smoke. At least not yet. Well, you told me not to smoke in front of them.
No, don't dare do that.
Exactly, but that's what we do as parents. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. The only reason that your mom caught you is because you walked in on her. That's the difference.
Yeah, I did.
That's the difference. So that's what I said. Don't do what I say, but don't do what I do. Do you get the?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Don't do what I say.
Do what I say.
Don't do what I do. Yeah. That's a fucking tongue twister.
Yeah, but it's true. As parents, we do that all the time, right? He's all like, and then why? Well, you do it. Imagine if you'd have told that to your mom. What if I do it? What? How come? I want to smoke. You do it. Maybe I'll go.
No, I've always been not wanting to do anything that's bad. I've always been scared of. No, I don't want to do that because it's bad.
But that's why they tell us these white lies for that reason.
You know.
For that reason. Put it this way. This one came up to me like real quick, because that's the first thing I read. Mm-hmm. Because I remember as a kid, we would, I had two younger sisters, and I was like, hey, mom's pregnant. What is pregnant? Never, not even to this day, I've ever spoken to my pops about sex. Never.
It's taboo.
Not even my mom. Never. So in my head is like, oh, the stork.
But yet your mom gave me one year, I don't know, a couple years ago, because we've been together for 17 years. I don't know which year, but one of these 17 years, she gave me, I think it was for my birthday. Like a sexy lingerie thing, and then she goes, here, so you could wear it for my son. Your sisters and I, like, we looked at each other like, what the F? And we were just cracking up.
Oh my God. I don't want the picture.
She was laughing too. I was like, what the F?
I don't want to ever hear this. I don't want to hear it. But that's just, those are white lines that you don't, but I guess, like you said, it was taboo to tell your kids that at that age about sex, I guess. I don't think, I think we're more open to stuff. There's parents that are very open about
My mom's open about sex.
You see?
I've spoken to her about sex.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? What did you tell her?
That she traumatized me.
Oh.
I would hear her and my dad bang and my stepdad God. Too. It's like, oh my gosh.
That is not a good.
No.
You would hear it?
Yeah. I would hear them moaning. Oh my gosh. So I'm a moaner myself, so I try to like not to do it because I don't want to wake up my kids.
Yeah, I gotta cover your mouth. You're like,
no, that sounded like a dog. I don't sound like a dog. Anyways, going back to the main, we're getting off subject. No, this episode is.
But this is funny.
Just call it the literally everything episode.
But it's funny. But those are white lies. My parents never told me where my sisters came from. Oh, I'm like, they had the bird came, dropped it down.
No, my mom got pregnant with my sister at 45.
Okay.
I was 15. And,
okay, no, but that's a little different.
And I was like, Mom, you're old. You can't be having sex at 45. And now I'm 37, and I'm like, God, Lord, please let me still have sex by the time I get to that age, 45.
Okay, but...
anyways, yeah.
No, but that's a lie. I mean, did your mom ever say, no, you didn't hear me?
Yeah, they would deny it.
No, that wasn't me.
No, that
wasn't that wasn't me.
Yeah, no.
Shit. Well, that was one. I mean, telling you, my parents never told me that they ever had sex. Never. I don't even know where was that. I was in my own world. But this is the one thing, though.
What?
This is what I say. I want to say this one, but it's pretty bad.
I'm going to be open with my kids.
This is bad.
I think we're already open with them.
No, yeah. No, but this one, the one coming up, because I have a few that my mom
you
would
wrote
tell
them
me.
down?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why my mom would always say this, but my mom was always, maybe because they're old school.
Your mom is very old school and closed-minded.
Yes. But
extremely.
You know what? But I always thought it was my mom thing. As I got older, I was like, oh, it was just you. As I've gotten older, it's not just my mom, because I've heard this before. Mm-hmm. And let me just say this one, because I'm pretty sure some people that listen to K-Rock and they used to listen to the Kevin and Bean used to talk about girls that wear white pants. Just you might not listen to it, you might not know, because you never listened to the Kevin and Bean show, but I did. And there was segments where everybody knew. Maybe they were making fun of it, but maybe they weren't. That girls that wear white pants like it in the backside. It's a thing.
They're like anal.
Yes, but obviously, it's a funny segment. Mm-hmm. But they would always bring it, girl with a white pant. It's a signal. Blah, blah, blah. But want to go back to this because my mama used to tell me about people that wear pants, especially guys that wear red pants.
Boys, because you were a boy at that time.
Yes,
a young boy.
She would tell me. I don't know. I think one time I chose. When you're a kid, you don't know any of this. But I remember asking we were at the store or whatever, and I was like, I saw these red pants. I was like, hey, how about these? These look cool. And she's like, the first thing she says, like, no. These guys that wear red pants turn out to be, I'm sorry to say, but she told me that the guys that wear red pants become gay or are gay and stuff like that. And I was like, what? What is that?
As a little boy, I could only imagine you as a little boy, how confused you were.
Yeah. And you know how parents say it in Spanish. You get me? It's not a nice word. It sounds really terrible. I don't want to say it,
Maricón.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Call it like it is.
Yeah, like that is straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Or the other one, the H word.
Joto.
Yeah. And I mean, as a kid, you're like, really? So you kind of say, like, what the hell? So you kind of go ahead and just believe your parents. Mm-hmm. But that's not the truth. I mean, I know fools that be wearing red pants now. And I know they swing like that. Mm-hmm. But those are like lies that my mom would say. I don't know. It sounds so bad now, but
it does. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad. It's sad that she thinks like that.
But you know my mom, and I mean, and I think about it. I was like, damn, is it because she doesn't know any better, or because she was raised that way?
She was raised that way, and she doesn't know any better.
No, but I'm telling you, I've met people like that. Usually the older people, they have they're set in their own ways, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Kids, they're like, now there's a thing going on with hair. I'm getting to that point where I don't get that either. Remember I told you? I'm like, God,
we've seen a lot of young kids that dye their hair like this
greenish, bluish,
reddish, but they're like faded colors.
Yeah, it comes off, but it's a thing. And I remember I was telling her, like, and I told you I don't get it. I think it's dumb. But then I caught myself and I go, damn, you know what?
We don't know what we're gonna.
I'm getting old now because
we don't know what our kids are gonna come up with.
Exactly. So,
like in my era, there was no way my boy cousins would ask to get their ears pierced.
Oh, that's another one.
My mom and my aunts were like, "Fuck no. Real man don't have piercings."
Yeah. I used to hear that because
you're gonna become a gangster.
Gangster?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Different era.
I remember.
Yeah. Well,
I remember.
I forgot about that. I really forgot about that.
Yeah.
I really forgot about that. You know what? I'm older than you, so I can remember the time when they used to say...
Yeah, you're 5 years older.
They used to say that if you wear, like, on the right earring...
You're gay.
Yes. I remember that. But if you were in your left one and you were good to go, you were like a rocker with the feather on it or something like
I
that.
don't like stigmas.
Because my tío used to have one. Mm-hmm. And I, looking at my uncle at the time, he was the young one. He was the one listening to hip hop. He was the one with the Playboy magazines. He was the one. He was the one smoking, drinking. I thought that was cool. Mm-hmm. And my tío Pepe, he was like, damn. So I knew right off the bat he wasn't gay because he had his girl at the time there. But just lies like that. And now going to this. I heard this, and this is from teachers, Heidi. From teachers. I told you about my teacher. That if you lie, you're going to grow a Pinocchio who knows and stuff like that. I remember that when you were in kindergarten.
But that's because of Disney.
Yes, but you know what? I used to think that I was the only one that would really, really like listen to my teachers when I was in elementary. But my son, Lucas, God, that dude, everything his teacher, he believes it. He believes it. So I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, he's all like, my teacher said this, la, 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 la. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot more kids that believe their teachers, just like they do their parents.
Yeah.
I really
or
do.
like our oldest who questions things.
Yes. Oh, but my teacher, this and that.
Maybe because he's still little. He's only 6.
And I told you
this.
But
our oldest, who's about to be 11, he questions everything.
One of the biggest lies my teacher told me, I told you about this. We had parents' conference. My teacher goes, one day you'll be if you she told me this, one day Gustavo, because that's my name, Gustavo, will be a doctor one day. Look at me now. Hey, what the hell happened? Dude, what the hell happened? She lied to me, Heidi. She lied to me. That's what I mean.
Oh, my God.
She lied to me. Look at that. Damn it. I'm telling you guys right now, don't listen to your teachers. God damn it. This is what happens. Look at that. White lies, and look at me now. Damn it. Could have been rich. Heidi.
You are rich. In other ways.
Yeah. But I could have been rich, too, that way, with love, Could have, would have, but that, you know what? Stay in school, guys. Anyways, another one that I have. Damn, this one I used to hate. I used to hate it so bad because, when you're a kid, you eat pretty much what they put on your plate and when they put on the table. And you cannot ask questions, especially not in my family because we were poor. So whatever they put on is like, it's good or whatever. But I knew right off the bat that when I walked in there, because I knew when mom was cooking carne asada or like steak, you knew the smell. Mm-hmm. I also knew the smell that it didn't smell so good, and you would walk in or you'd run in from playing outside, and she'd be like, "Hey, tastes the same." And when you bite it down, you're like, God. I mean, it looked the same, but it just wasn't the same. It was like that liver, hígado. Have you ever smelled it?
I fucking hate it.
Fucking horrible,
I
right?
don't eat liver.
Hígado, and it does kind of look like me.
No, ugh.
But at the time, I was like,
Just
oh
the
my.
smell.
And my mom was like, well, if you don't like it, don't eat it. And I would just eat the rice and beans or whatever was on the plate. I would just leave the stuff there. And my dad would get pissed off. He was like, don't eat, go to sleep. And he would send us to sleep. I used to hate that. Because I knew right out the bat. She was like, no, it tastes like meat. Fuck, no, it don't taste like meat. Meat tastes like carne asada. And that shit don't taste like it. Mm-hmm. You remember that? Okay, next one. Next one for me in my list. Mm-hmm. They used to tell you about your vegetables tasting good and giving you all these vitamins. We know that's not the truth. And vegetables are good at some parts, but they don't taste good sometimes. They don't. And my mom used to give us cauliflower. I could eat the green one. What's the green one called?
Broccoli.
That one I could eat for some reason. My mom used to give us cauliflower, and I was like, fuck this. So we found a way to eat it. We put ketchup on it. And we would eat it like that.
Cauliflower is bomb.
Well, now that we're older, it's good. But when we were kids, it's like, oh, it's going to make you strong, la, la, la. And we were like, hell no. I ain't eating that with that. Mm-hmm. Don't lie to me, Ma. Another one. This is the stork one, but this one kind of hurt me. This one hurt me so bad.
Why? Which one is it?
Growing up, I was a big wrestling fan. And anybody that knows a WWF at the time, or what is WWE, at the time it's called the World Wrestling Federation. Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, The Ultimate Warrior. Those were my favorite. Just because I've been playing with my kids that video game lately with Lucas. But at the time, I really thought it was real. I'm like, man. And even my mom would tell me, oh, you should come and tell my brothers, because they would bug me all the time. It's fake. And my mom and dad would come, it's real. Leave him alone. It's real. And I really thought it, because, sometimes they were bleeding. And sometimes Hulk Hogan would win, and sometimes he would lose. I was like, oh, no. And I would really feel like if it's like a football game or whatever. But now that I'm a grown-up, or even when I was a little older, maybe I was in junior high when I found out that it was all staged. It broke my heart. I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
So wrestling was your first heartbreak?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I used to fight so vividly with my brother. My brother and my cousin would make fun of me. It's like, it's fake. Don't you see it? Hulk Hogan is fake. And I was like, at the time, Hulk Hogan was like my superhero.
Mm-hmm.
He was my Avengers. And they lied to me. It broke me.
Mm-hmm.
From that sport, I moved on to football.
You said, fuck this.
Yeah, football was real. Football is real. Trust me, guys. It hurts. I mean, I know that wrestling is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're still athletes. They still do what they do, but they're more performers now, I think. That's what the word are. They perform, but they're athletes. They, it takes a toll on their bodies what they do and all that stuff. But still, if they tell you to lose, you're going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is. In football, you don't do that. You go out there and play ball. You win, you win. You lose, you lose. It's not premeditated. At least not that I know of. So, yeah, that hurt me. Anybody that knows wrestling and knows that era in the 80s, early 90s, that was the best wrestling years of my life. Or most people my age, early 40s. That was the best. To find out that Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, they're all fake, it hurt me. At least with the Avengers, I know it's a movie, but I still almost cried when Tony Stark died.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you already knew it. I didn't know that fucking Hulk Hogan was fake. Anyways, is that all you have?
I have one more that I remembered. The other one was back to constipation issues. I don't know why, since I was a little girl that I remember, I've always had constipation issues. So just picture a little girl, and my mom would just be like, just hit your knees. If you hit your knees, you'll be able to go poo, like your poo will go down. Yeah. And then I didn't get it. I was like, okay, I would try, and my mom would help me too, and no, that doesn't work, because as I got older, I tried doing it, and no, banging your knees trying to go poo does not work.
It's funny that you said that, because you told me that story earlier, and I was like, because trust me, I've never had that issue until recently, but as a kid, I never had issues with constipation, never. Mm-hmm. But I know who did. My sisters had to, when you said that, it just brought those memories back, because my mom would sit them in their porta potty and sit them down and give them prune juice.
Yeah.
and they would hit their legs or something. I don't know why.
Is it a Salvadorian thing?
I don't know. It's to relax your legs or whatever. Or
no, I fucking hit my knees and my leg just bounces up, you were
supposed to kind of like hit your thigh or something.
No, my knees. My mom would tell me, pégate las rodillas. Or she would get on her knees as a little girl. My mom would get on her knees, and she would, make her hand into like a fist and hit me on my knees.
Yeah.
To help me go poo. And I don't know how the fuck that would work, but
yeah. I've seen that.
No, it didn't work.
So she lied to you.
She lied to me.
Have you ever tried it now?
Yes, as an adult. And no.
She lied to you. I'm going to call her. It's like, it's not working, Mom.
Yeah. No, yeah. Now if you call her and you say that, she's going to be like,
no.
It's all that shit she eats. Yeah. All that crappy food you eat.
You know what? All you have to do is eat Raisin
and
Bran.
That's why you're fat, because you don't believe in science. Not playing.
Well, that's another white lie right there. Yeah. Well.
That's from Nacho Libre. Yeah, we always reference that. We love funny. Nacho.
So, trust me, if you have constipation issues, just eat raisin bran in the morning, and trust me, it works.
No, it doesn't, because it doesn't work on me.
Really? Then you don't eat enough. You gotta eat a big bowl then. Because god damn, I can't stop going whenever I eat that crap. God,
I don't know.
it's over. It's over. They should like put a warning for people that eat raisin bran. Warning. It might take you
To the can.
a lot. For real, it should have like a warning sign on it. Yeah, so yeah, my sisters would sit on it and they would cry, and my mom would like, here, drink your prune juice. And I would, have you ever tried prune juice?
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And she would eat these. She would actually buy the prunes too, like they could eat them throughout the day.
Yeah, my mom too.
And it's not a thing. Luckily, my kids don't have that issue.
No, thank God.
They have my my symptom.
Yeah, as soon as you guys are done eating, you guys go running to the bathroom.
As it should be. We got to make room. Next one. Tell the truth, and I won't get mad, and you won't get smacked. You ever heard that before?
Yeah, we tell it to our kids.
At least I'm not playing around with my kids.
Yeah.
With my dad, tell the truth, and I won't get mad. What happened? I told the truth, and I get my ass whooped.
Oh, that's sad.
So it's I didn't believe him. I still don't believe him.
That's how you have trust issues.
Yeah, pretty much. But it happens. That was my parent. He's like, you better not lie to me. If you lie to me, I get mad at you. I'm not lying. Well, then tell the truth.
My mom, she kept her word.
Oh, okay. Well, not me.
Yeah.
And you know what? And this is the thing, too. It wasn't that I was lying. I was just covering up for my brother a lot of the times. I would say, I didn't see or he didn't do it, or when I knew he did. But it wasn't because of me. It was because I was trying to cover it up for my brother. And guess what? I got pulled into it. I got my ass whipped for that. Trying to cover for my brother. For my brother. I was lying. I don't know. I never, lying is a big thing, man. Maybe I should have an episode on lying. Because shit happens, man. When you lie, things go down. They go down bad fast. Really.
Mm-hmm.
True story. True story.
I believe you.
Another one, Heidi. I used to hear this one from my mom, too. My mom would say, you don't do good, la, 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 la. You know, you're going to end up being a nobody. And I think we do, like as parents, a lot of us still say that. You don't want your kids working at McDonald's because what? You don't want to end up, you want your kids doing good in school so they don't end up in McDonald's. Now, my mom had this thing where she would say, do good or you're going to end up working as a construction worker. And she still says it to this day because she thinks that I do kind of labor work. And she thinks it's bad. And she thinks it's... I don't know. For some reason, my mom's like this stepping stool and looking down at people. I feel. Not to bash my mom, but that's the way she grew up. But the thing with that is that... maybe she's right. But here in the United States, it's a little different when it comes to labor work.
No, she's not right. She's completely wrong.
But this is the thing. In the United States...
Didn't her own father have a construction company?
Yes, but...
So, I don't get it.
But you have to be like the owner of it to make good money in her eyes. And it's true. But because she says... I don't know what the word is when you do that type of work. Al barril or something like that she would say. But I know what she meant. Construction workers are usually frowned upon or looked down upon and stuff like that. Not very educated. Look how dirty you look. And usually, because my mom, believe it or not, my mom, she came because of my grandpa, because of his business. They has some money in El Salvador.
But that was in the past.
Yes, but you don't grow out of it. You believe that you're still...
Unfortunately, she didn't, because it doesn't serve her anything.
Yeah, but you know what? When you grow up like that, and that's how you know, you can't change. You're just like that. So my mom used to always tell me, like, Gus, don't, like, if you're not gonna go to school, don't get a labor job. And what did I end up doing? Getting a labor job. The only difference is that the job I work in is pretty good. I mean, it treats me good. It's done good for me and it's done bad for me too, meaning body-wise. But it's given us a comfortable life, I would say, now. But before, my mom was like, nah, not only the worst people.
But you even say it, Gus.
What?
I'm going to put you on check right now.
What do I say?
UPS is not the job you would want your kids to be at.
No, I wouldn't. But there's a difference. There's a difference because things are changing now. It's not the same anymore. So I see it from within. If you were to work where I work, like the unions are not as strong anymore for the younger people.
The new hires.
The new hires.
The new generation.
Yes. The contracts are not as strong for the younger generation. They're not. They're getting screwed over because you see what I get paid and then what they get paid, and they work really hard now. Driving and all that shit. So it's a little different. I mean, they're the ones getting screwed.
The new generation.
Yes. So I compare that. It's not that I'm looking from the outside in. I'm looking from the inside
out. Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I'm being biased, like that I do that because I want to, but it's because what I'm seeing. And I feel for these kids because I work with some of these kids and I go, damn, dude, you guys are getting, like, not really getting paid. And
they're getting screwed.
They're getting screwed. Even if you make a career out of what we're doing here, you're never going to make as much money as some of the older guys there.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. It sucks. But I see it. I mean, I feel bad for them because they're going through what I've been through. The only difference is
less benefits.
Yeah. Less. And why do people work? To get paid.
Mm-hmm.
There. And we always want more. We always want to work more to make more money and stuff like that. That's just the way it is. But I know that they're working hard and they're not going to get paid as much. So that's why I say. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, going back to my mom, that's what my mom would say. Go to school or don't work like those type of jobs because it's al barril or whatever. I don't know what it's called. It's just,
I don't know. She just likes to put a front.
Yeah, but what we're talking about the white lies here.
Yeah.
So now, those are mine.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me get my phone because I had something. So I really want to just like go down some of the stuff that parents tell their kids. Agree to disagree. Real quick.
What are they?
It's called Best Lies. Best Lies.
You found that?
Yeah, Best Life. 50 lies parents say their kids always fall for.
Oh, okay. Test me. Let me see.
No.
If I remember
I'm just saying if you agree or disagree. I guess I'll think about it. What does that mean to you? When your kids are asking you something or something, I'll think about it. Do we say that often?
No.
I say it all the time just to get out of what they're asking. I'll think about it. We'll see.
I usually get them what they want.
No, you tell. You give it. You pass it to me. We'll go ask your dad. Let me see what he says. And
Only for video games, because you have a rule, and I've broken it a couple of times, and you get mad at me.
Yes, exactly. How about this one? I don't have money for that.
Not me.
I do. No, I guess not. I don't really say that. I just say, this is what I say. It's okay to say no.
Yeah, I tell my son, okay, maybe not right now, but we'll get it in a week or two.
Okay. We're going to go run this real quick. We're going to go run down this. It's way past your bedtime. Even though it's like 9 o'clock. When is their bedtime? At least we have Actually, I have a bedtime, but you don't have a bedtime for them. As long as you're tired, go to sleep.
Gee, thanks.
Number 4.
# bad mom.
We go to bed when we do. That's what we tell our kids. We go to bed when we do. Because sometimes your kids ask you, well, you're not in bed. Why am I going to bed? So the thing is, we go to bed when we do. We go to bed when... Oh, actually, it says, we go to bed when you do. Which is a lie. My kids know that I don't go to bed because I stay up all night watching TV.
Yeah, you're on a different schedule.
Yeah. How about this one? First one to sleep wins the sleeping contest. I never heard of that crap.
No.
Never.
That's stupid.
We can't get a dog. I'm allergic. No, we've had 2 dogs before and they want one. We sent your pet to a farm. Meaning they died. We just told them.
Or they gave it away.
We've told our kids that our dogs went to heaven.
Yep.
Our dogs go to heaven. Or they're sleeping now. Or we say that. And we try to keep it in
positive
vibes. If you touch a frog, you'll get warts. Now, I've heard this one before. And it's not frogs. I heard toads. I've heard that before.
I never had.
And I heard that from a teacher, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Because we dissected a frog and they wanted us to... I don't know. We were in 5th grade, I think.
Oh, I just got chills.
We dissected because did you ever dissect a frog in 9th grade or in high school?
8th grade.
Okay, I remember doing.
8th grade and also in 10th grade, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
for biology.
I remember a teacher telling us that like toads or they have some type of crap on their skin that whatever, but it causes those warts and stuff. And I heard that before because I've had warts on my fingers before in the past. The animal is just taking a nap. I guess. I don't know. I guess it died there and it was like roadkill or something. Oh, we just tell them roadkill, right? We don't have to lie to my kids. They know better.
Mm-hmm.
Roadkill. I've never skipped a class. Gee, this one's going to be hard for me. I remember my kids like, go to school. You better not, you better not ditch.
I remember I ditched once one of my summer classes here at Cleveland. And my stepdad caught me. And I was so scared of my mom punishing me. So I called my mom so scared that my stepdad caught me. And to my surprise, her answer was like, oh, daughter of mine, don't even worry. I used to do that all the time. I was like, oh, mom, you're not mad at me? She goes, no, just tell your stepdad, sorry, you won't do it again and go about your life.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad knew I skipped because they would call him. They would call the house number of the answering machine, whether send a note or whatever, or whatever. And usually I would write the note myself and send it, take it to whatever class I miss, whatever. And that's gonna be hard for me because I had a lot. My dad used to put it this way. My dad used to have you know where we put the refrigerator, like the stuff on top. He would put it for everybody to see. How many times I missed school, how many times I was late, and my grades.
I remember when I was dating you at the beginning, he had it like at this whiteboard by his room and your sister's room on the hallway.
Yeah, but he thought, like, look, are you proud? Look at his brother. Look at your brother. Trying to make an example of me. Oh, well, look at me now. I'm not a doctor, but I'm okay.
You're a good human.
But I never skipped class either. I'm going to tell my kids. Remember that. I was a straight A student, Heidi.
Oh, yeah.
Did your parents ever tell you that? My mom tells me that.
My mom?
No, my mom told me that she was a freaking great student.
Really?
Yeah.
Not my mom. She fucking hated school.
My dad never went to school.
My mom tells my sister and I, how do you girls like school? I hated school.
My kids.
I always rather work than go to school. That's.
Yeah, well, that's the alternative, right?
My mom says I remember since I was little, she's always told me, why are you so studious?
Well, because I don't know, but that's what you're taught when you're a kid. Look at my kids. They don't like school because I hear them all the time. I hate school, that. But yet they're really
because they want to be here lounging. It's not that they really don't like school. There's a difference.
But they're good. They're good students.
They're very good students.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna tell them I was a straight A student too. I'm gonna tell them.
They're gonna be like, Dad, stop lying.
I was a straight A student. We don't have any desserts in the house. God, my kids have 20.
No, I buy them everything they want.
You know, my parents never lied about that. The reality is that we didn't have any desserts. We didn't. We're too poor. I don't know where your Halloween candy went. You know what? This I'll give them to them because my parents we used to go and trick or treat and we used to get a lot of candy. And I remember they disappeared. But I never questioned it. Never, Heidi.
You should ask your mom.
I never questioned it. Now that I'm old, I'm like, what the hell happened to all my freaking candy? My dad took it. My dad jacked us, Heidi.
Oh, I thought maybe like they took half of it and they donated to other.
I don't remember
kids or took it to work or something.
You know when we go trick or treating with our kids?
Yeah.
Our kids hold the bag or we put the bag in the covers or whatever, but we know where the
candy is.
Yeah, where the candies are at.
Yeah.
I remember that when I was a kid. We used to bring more candy than my kids do. Yeah. Talk about chunks and chunks of candy and
pillowcases.
Yeah, and what happened to them? My dad jacked us. I'm gonna ask him one day. The cashier forgot to put their candy in the bag. I don't have to lie to my kids about that. I'm telling you, my little things like that. My dad was like, nope. He was just straight out with us. That song means the truck is out of ice cream. Nope, never. That's a dumb one. It takes 7 years to digest the gum if you swallow it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a lie. Because I think my mom told me this too, or a teacher at one time, that if you swallow it, it doesn't digest and it gets kind of like gooey up in there, and then you're gonna have.
I just know it gets stuck to the stomach, the intestines.
Well, see, so you've heard that then, because it's not true.
So what's the truth?
The truth is it'll come out in your backside.
So you're able to
Yes.
dispose of it.
Yes. If you swallow watermelon seeds, one will grow in your stomach. Obviously, we know that's a lie.
That's so stupid.
If you eat too much spinach, you'll become Popeye.
Okay, I did hear that one.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's maybe it's true, because I mean, you pop that thing and you become strong. Alcohol tastes terrible.
It does.
Yeah, but they don't have to lie. Now, it does taste terrible when you first taste beer. I remember tasting my first beer. I was like, "What the hell?" Especially when you're used to drinking maybe a Coke when it's so sweet. And beer is so bitter. You're like, "God damn!" Until you get used to it.
Yeah. I think I've only craved beer maybe when I was pregnant.
Really, I crave it all the time.
That's it.
It tastes like chicken. Some foods. It's a lie.
Well, rabbit did taste like chicken to
Really?
me. It's just a little bit hard.
Somebody told me duck tastes like chicken when we tasted it. Remember? I was like,
No,
"Raka."
duck tastes like duck.
It's like so dry. Never mind. Don't ever eat duck. You can't get arrested if your light's on. You can get arrested if the light inside your car is on. I've heard this before. I don't know from where, but it says it's false. You know when we're driving down the freeway and you turn on your lights and you have it on inside your cabin? I've heard that before, that you're not supposed to drive with the lights on inside.
You tell me that all the time. Heidi, turn off the lights. You're going to get pulled over. And I'm just like, what?
You see, I say it not knowing where it came from.
Well, stop it. Break the cycle.
It's illegal for kids to sit on the front seat, is it?
Depends. Do they meet the weight and age requirement?
True. I think that's the thing. That's the main one. But I used to drive on the car all the time, my kids back in the day. I used to drive my pops in the front seat all the time. I thought it was cool. The car doesn't start until everyone has their seatbelts on. That's a lie.
That's a lie. I take off.
If you put your hands out the window, another car will cut it off.
No.
I tell that to my kids. I say it because I don't want my kids sticking out their hands, because something can happen.
Sure, you're lying to them.
It's a little one. Don't drink and drive means juices too, Heidi. That means my kids don't know drinking in the back. Some people are anal like that. They don't want their kids eating.
We know one.
Who?
Or maybe two.
Yeah. Some people are like really anal about stuff like that.
The GBG's number 2. Remember? Susie says that about Jason all the time.
They won't serve you coffee until you're 18, which is a lie because Starbucks sells to everybody. See so many teens in there. I have to take a bite to test for poison. Never heard of that one. This isn't actually chicken/turkey. It's just called that. Nah, my kids like turkey. The crust of the bread is where all the vitamins are. Because some kids like the
They don't like the crust.
I do when it's toasty though.
Some kids don't.
No, my kid Isaac doesn't like it. He likes to cut it off sometimes.
No, Isaac doesn't care. Lucas doesn't like
Really?
it. I have to cut it off for him.
I'm gonna tell Santa, Heidi. What's the next one?
I've said that.
You know what? I sang that song to my Lucas today. I sat down with him and we were listening to when we were playing, put Christmas songs and we were both singing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because I'm telling you, he believes in Santa.
He still
He
does.
still believes it.
Yeah.
So I tell my yo, just don't tell him anything. Because we sing it, we sing all those songs. But I tell him. If the elf on the shelf would tell Santa everything, those elves on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this one hurt. I tell that to my kids all the time. This one hurt, even if it's like a scratch or you get a poke, like when you take them to the doctor and you get a shot. It's not gonna hurt, and next thing you know, loud ass screams everywhere, right? Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie we have to tell them though, because otherwise they'll freak out if
Yeah.
The water turns purple if you pee in the pool. It actually turns blue, no?
Green, no?
Shit, because I've seen some pools that do that though.
Maybe they put those specific chemicals.
Yeah. I don't know. We found you a cabbage patch. That's stupid. The stork brought your life to sister. See, that's something that I was told. My parents never spoke to me about fucking sex. How do we produce? Your nose grows when you lie. I was told that by my kindergarten teacher, I think. The TV stops playing kid shows at night. I don't know. It's illegal to see rated R movies before you're 18, which is a lie. All you need is parent consent. And your parent to be there next to you, too.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck E. Cheese is only open for birthdays. My kids know that's a lie. The toy store is closed today. That's a lie. Kids don't play with toys no more. This isn't a toy store. It's a toy museum. Never heard of that. They don't make batteries for that toy anymore. My kids know where the batteries are anyways. My phone doesn't have any games on it. We don't have to let it kick it. I tell that to my kids. You don't have to let it kick it. This is Monster Spray. I don't get this one.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
If you don't take baths, moths will grow behind your ears. Nah, my kids just take a shower. They just don't like some kids just don't like it. I would just tell them the truth. Homie, you stink.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Your nalga stinks and you smell like ass. I tell my kids, go shower. Because sometimes they come running, like, especially in the summer. Because my kids have that thing where they sweat a lot, just like me. And if we don't get the sweat off, we start smelling really bad.
No, you guys break out.
This one, you know what? This one I was told when I was a kid. If you cross your eyes, they will get stuck that way.
That I do remember.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, I just remember another one too.
What?
When teachers would face their backs to the students, they would tell me, our class, that they have eyes in the back of the heads. And I would be there like trying to look at the head to see if I could spot the eyes.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Hell no. We were like, nah.
I was little.
Okay, maybe in elementary. Yeah, elementary.
Yeah, I'm talking about my elementary years.
Yeah,
I think I was like in first grade or second grade.
Yeah, I was going to say, it has to be early elementary. It can't be when you're fourth, or third, fourth, or fifth. You're not going to lie. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Where? I'd have been like, where is it? My third eye right here in the middle. It's the rule. I read it in the mommy manual. I don't get this one. If you tell the truth, I won't get mad. Hey, look at that. I knew I heard of something. Which is a lie. It's a big lie. And that's what we do. We have to lie sometimes, and our parents lie to us. I still believe that. I still believe my damn teacher. I thought I was going to be a goddamn doctor, Heidi. Look at me now.
You really did?
No. No. Not really. Damn it. Yeah. I'm about to cry.
You're too much.
Damn. You know what? My teachers used to tell me some good stuff. If you dedicate yourself, shit's going to happen good to you. I really believe that. I mean, our teachers were there. You know, and this is the thing. It's not just teachers, our parents. You know, our parents tell us, I call them little white lies.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you don't want to bring them to, like, the adult world.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons we lie. We do it to protect them.
To protect.
Yeah, from the adult world, reality. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Like my kid, you know, there were times, let me see. There's not times that we financially we've struggled, maybe in our early years. But I remember, you know, my, like, not wanting my kid to be involved in our problems, meaning our financial problems. Mm-hmm. Because I remember in our early years, you know, when we first had Isaac, we were going through some shit, you remember?
Yeah. Isaac wasn't as privileged as Lucas.
Yes, as Lucas. And, you know, I want to say that, you know,
I just have to say that I've always, I don't get tired of saying it, and I'm just grateful that with Isaac, you know, your parents didn't help us financially, but they helped us by helping us. They would take care of Isaac.
Yeah. Oh, they moved in with us at the time too, though, so they helped out.
That. And then my sister-in-laws, whatever you and I couldn't buy at the time, they would pitch in. Yeah. You know, financially. Yeah. So for that, I will always be grateful, and I love them for that, because they you know, no matter what, you know, Gus, your family, if you put the BS aside, your family have, when it comes to like tough shit, your family comes together. And that's that unity that I love from you guys, the Ponces, because, like I said, there's no perfect family, but that right there, that loyalty right there, it's fucking amazing. I love that of all of you guys.
Even though we squabble, because we do.
Oh gosh. Fucking hating on each other all the time.
But it's kind of like we hate, but it's kind of like love though at the same time. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I don't want my boys growing up like that.
No, okay, I get it, but this is the way we do it, I've said.
Yes, that's the way you guys are.
Yes, between my sisters, yeah, it's kind of hate a lot. It's hate, but giving love at the same time.
You're all the brothers like the outcasts, but
yeah, no, but going back to the lies that we tell our kids, I mean, we do it, because I've worked with kids in the past, and we do it obviously first is to protect them from the adult world, the real world, I would say. And it's usually the parents' job as they get older to kind of like introduce certain things. You get me? But my parents never introduced me to sex.
And you're so sad about that. You're disappointed about that.
Yeah, because I could have started earlier. It could have been it could have been down one, Gus.
You're so dumb.
You ever heard of down one? Down
No.
one? Could have been real smooth. If I knew that looking good when I was 5 years old was gonna give me chicks, I would have had a haircut. I would have done several things a little different.
Well, then you're in for a good reality because your 6-year-old, like he checks himself.
He likes to
look good.
He have a haircut. He likes to comb his hair. He likes to have his hair long when he doesn't comb it.
He likes to wear ties.
I told you.
Cologne.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, somebody got to do it in my family. Somebody got to be Don Juan. Don Juan. Have you ever heard of that guy? Don Juan?
Don Juan.
Don Juan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could have been the Latin lover, but no, it didn't happen. They lied to me. Another lie. You see? Another lie. Have you ever lied to me?
All the time.
Shit. Shut your pie hole. This is why it's bad to lie to kids, man. Because as an adult you lie. See, this is the problem. This is what we adults lie to us. This is why. Because adults lie all the time. That's horrible. How can you tell your kids not to lie, and when we're adults we lie the most?
But they're white lies. They're not like
but white lies,
life-threatening or life-changing lies.
But what we're saying now, you said you lie to me all the time.
Like stupid shit.
Yeah, but one little lie here, one little lie there, turns into one big lie.
Mm-hmm.
There. See, but it's not only us. It's just the world in general. I mean, people lie the most when we're old.
Let me ask you. Have you lied to me?
Never. I say how it is, and then that's how it has to be.
You're lying.
I go, you know
You're
what?
You're lying right now,
guys.
I
go, Heidi, you're gonna and no, it's not that I'm lying. It's just that if you don't ask, I'm not gonna tell.
So lame.
There.
Oh my God.
There.
They're just insignificant lies.
No, because if you ask me, I may not like it. I'm like, no, and I'll tell you, like it or not. Now, will I lie to you, Heidi? I'm going here and I've gone somewhere else? No. So there. Toma.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you. Mm-hmm. Have you lied to me about you spending money?
Yeah.
Credit cards. There. Why?
No, not credit cards.
Are you using credit cards?
No.
Are you sure? Let me see. I'm really good at knowing when people lie. You see? You lie. Funny. You're a liar.
No.
Liar that lies. Stop your lies.
You want to know the last lie I did right now?
Yeah. What?
Remember how I told you today when I stepped out? Where was I going to go?
Where?
Let me see if you paid attention.
You said Best Buy, Target, the mall.
No, you're fucking lying because you didn't pay attention.
I know you said Best Buy.
Okay.
I heard
Best Buy was going to be my first stop.
I heard Target too.
Target? My ass. No.
Oh, the Home Goods, that thing.
No. You see? You don't pay attention to me. And I even text you to check on the laundry, and an hour passed and you didn't even notice.
Like I said, we were in an epic game. We were having an epic game, Heidi.
You and your little munchkin.
You cannot. I forgot. I'm sorry. What can I say?
No, I told you I was gonna stop by curbside for Best Buy, then Walmart, then Home Goods, but I didn't. I went to I went to Best Buy. Then I remembered because it's across the street from the mall, so I remembered our oldest Isaac. He's been asking me for Cinnabon.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna go get it right now because throughout the week I don't have time.
Really?
Yeah, as before, I would pick them up from school and take them to get a snack or something. But not anymore. So he's been asking for Cinnabon for like about a month. And I keep on saying, yeah, I'll get it next time. And I never do.
And what happens when you brought them the Cinnabon? Has he eaten one?
No, because he got tempted by some other snacks that I got him.
Exactly.
But anyways, so I told you I was going to go to Walmart after Best Buy. I didn't. I went to the mall to pick up a Cinnabon. And then I went to Walmart. And after Walmart, I was like, I need to get some gift cards for Christmas for the grandma and the mother-in-law. So I went to their favorite store.
You lied to my grandma. Can I just say that?
Yes, I did.
Grandma, if you're listening,
she will never listen.
No, I'm gonna show her.
You can't do that.
You know what?
Because my heart has good intentions. And you know that.
That grandma had good intentions too. Now, let me put it this way.
This is lame,
you were supposed to give me a gift from my grandma.
Yes.
And you told the grandma what?
I told the grandma, yes, I got you the gift.
And yet, what happened? You didn't, right?
No, because I haven't gone to Camarillo.
For what? For underwear and socks?
Yes.
You could get them right here. Underwear and socks.
Nothing fits you.
Shut your face. I bought it through Amazon. Like that.
But I like specific ones.
Oh, yeah, right. You'd rather me have these ones with holes in them. You see?
No, that's on you.
Look, I have you dressing me up all the time. You think,
I don't dress you up.
Everything you like, I let you buy me from Costco, from whatever you have. Now, I have socks with holes. I have underwear with holes. And yet you tell the grandma, yes, I got your birthday gift. He's wearing them. And I told you, look, grandma, I really wanted to sell this. Look, grandma, I have holes in my under. Thank you for.
If you tell the grandma the truth that I have not gotten it, I'm going to be so pissed off at you. You're going to be sleeping here on the couch.
Like yesterday. I slept on the couch because somebody.
Per choice. Not because I was mad at you. If anything, forget the couch. You're going to be sleeping in your car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one?
Your choice. They're both your cars. You pay for them.
Shut your face, eh? That thing.
Don't mess with grandma. You know, I have deep love for her. Don't mess with her.
That thing right there. Shut it.
No, Gus, I'm letting you know. Don't mess with the grandma.
I don't mess with the grandma. The grandma is safe.
I love your grandma.
Anyways, okay. Now, I said that about like little white lines and stuff.
Yeah, so that was mine today.
What? That was your white line?
Yeah, that I didn't go exactly to the 3 stops I told you. I went to 2 extra stops, and I didn't go to 1.
That's a lie? No, I just felt
that's a lie.
No, because you just changed your plans. So it's a little different. Now, if you were telling me, Gus, I'm going here, and you end up going somewhere else.
That's what I did.
It's because you know what? You feel like it's a lie, but it's because I have you on check like that. That's why.
Oh, gosh.
You feel guilty that you have to lie to me because you know what happens.
You know, sometimes I would like for you to check in on me. Hey, wife, how are you? How are you doing? Never. The only time when I do go out and you do call me, you bother to call me,
Heidi,
is to tell me,
worried
don't forget, before you get home, bring me food. That's your only worry. You don't worry where I'm at, with who I am.
Lies you tell.
Have I eaten? Have I ran into any issues? Or am I okay? Nothing. You could care less.
Lies you tell.
The only time you call me throughout the entire day is to remind me, Heidi, don't forget, before you get home, bring me food. Yes or no?
Sometimes.
BS, Gus.
No.
That's all the time.
It's funny you say that because when I do call you, you're like, what, you checking up on me? I go, what, you want me to? And I think that's what you want. You want me to put you on check. Tell you who the man of the house is.
No.
That's what you want? You want me to keep
I can
track
tell
of
you who's the one of the house. Me.
What?
Yes. I rule this kingdom.
I let you.
No. I do.
Shit. Stop lying. Anyways.
Actually, no. You don't rule, nor do I. Our kids rule.
No, there's a difference. Me letting you. It's kind of like the line. Remember what I told you the line?
Just be quiet.
Remember you were watching this the line kind of like videos, and I told you, look, the main line, he just watches everybody do their thing, but when he has to, he puts his goddamn foot down and he tells them why
Whatever.
he rules. That's the way it's like in my house. I'll let you guys be, but once I don't agree with something, I put my foot down and I show you why I'm King Kong around these parts.
What do you always tell me, Gus? Why are you even asking me for my opinion, Heidi? At the end of the day, you always do what you want.
Exactly. That's the problem, man. I don't put my foot down fast enough. Shit.
Oh, this is funny. Anyways, good.
That's for you. That's for you.
Good episode. What else? We're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up, eh? Guys, don't lie to your peoples, meaning your kids or your significant other. Or if you have a lie that your parents told you. You know, when I listened to this when I was reading one of the Reddit stories, and he spoke, he's like, don't touch your private part because the mano peluda is gonna grow. So I saw that on Reddit.
Translation, do it. What's the translation?
Well, don't play with your pee-pee, or otherwise, your hairy hand's gonna grow on your palm or something. I know you've heard that before. I've heard that.
Yeah, I heard it when I was little.
We've heard that, but
I never understood because I never touched myself.
No, because you're not a guy. It's just usually
like
for a guy.
It's usually for boys.
Yeah, because I don't play with your thing. If a hair grows on your palm, that's the pre.
Oh my gosh!
You know why? The mano peluda. We used to hear that all the time for the neighborhood kids too. We used to like mess around about stuff like that. So I know there's a lot of stuff out there, and if you have a white lie that your parents told you and that turned out to be false and you really believed it, let me know. That's it, Heidi. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
You know what? Another thing. I had a story
We went off subject a couple times.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I had a project and I won't say my first. I think it was my first year of college when I was here at Pierce. So I want to say a sociology class. It was, and I don't know what this project was, but I ended up going to a fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the project was. I took it so many years ago, like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to go myself. And this is what happens when you wait to the last moment. You only have certain topics, and people already had gotten their topics, and I was like, fine, I can't do that already. Somebody already chose it, so I chose fortune teller. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I want to say the fortune teller was like $10 for like 5 minutes worth or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk in there, and I remember taking my sister, Violetta. I was like, the one right after me. I was like, I didn't want to go in there by myself. I was like, fuck that.
Vivi, she's always been your road dog. Uh-huh.
So I took Vivi with me. She's all like, we go in there, and the lady, I didn't say anything. This looks like you're having trouble with your love. Whatever this and this and that. And all this bunch of crap. And that lady lied to me. I want my $10 back. She told me I was going to be rich. I'm over here, still working. She told me I was going to have like 6 kids, and I only have 2.
Rich people do work, us. FYI.
No, I'm just saying. She told me I was going to have like 6 kids. I was going to be rich and famous.
Not with this wife. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Not with me.
She's all like, the one you're going to end up with is, maybe she was right on this one. It's not even on the radar yet, she told me. But then again, I was like 18 or 19 years old. Of course she was not on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
You were still in junior high.
Oh my gosh.
And so yeah, everything she told me was a lie. And then she told me, you know what? If you want to capture love, I have this candle, something like that. I'll set it for you.
A red candle?
Something like that, and I'll make a spell, and love will come to you. I'm like, fuck no, I want my $10 back. Basically, what I'm trying to say is she lied to me. Not rich and famous, at least not yet. I'm still waiting for my 4 other kids. Maybe I have 4 other kids somewhere else.
Well, you do want more kids.
Yes, I do.
You do, but not with this wife.
Somebody told me I was going to have 6 kids. I think I remember. Or something like that.
Not with me.
I was like, what the fudge? No.
We're done.
Fortune tellers are crooked. They lie. They lie. They lie. Don't go. That's it. My name is Gus. This is the Everything Goes Podcast. Thanks, Heidi. And remember to catch us on the Everything Goes Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I don't know. What is the other one? Facebook. And leave comments, share, subscribe.
They can only leave comments on the Apple.
Oh, they leave everything. Trust me. On YouTube, too, they've left message.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's it. Remember, guys, catch us on the Everything Goes Podcast, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you guys listen to your podcast. And or whatever. Wherever you guys listen to your podcast at. And that's it. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.